New Yorkers, this is for you. For the New Yorkers who want to start their own business as loan signing agents. For the New Yorkers who want to start their own side hustles as notaries. For the New Yorkers that know you have to pass that state exam first. Welcome to the channel. If you've seen my other videos, you know that I give you tips, training, and quizzes on how to pass the notary test on the first try. My name is Sean. I'm here for you. Today we're focusing on New York. I built a list of questions that's some of the toughest questions on the notary exam. Okay, I'm going to read those questions with the answers. If I remember, I'm going to put these Q&As in the description too. But the key is play this over and over and over. It'll sink into your mind and you will get it on the test. Without any hesitations, let's go. The list of the most challenging questions on the notary exam. Here's the first question. In New York, what is the maximum fee a notary may charge for a standard notarization? It changes from area to area, but in New York, the answer is the maximum fee you can charge is $2 per notary act, as set by New York state law. $2. Remember that, $2. Question number 2. Can a notary public in New York notarize a document if the signer does not speak English? That's a good question. It's an international world. Answer, yes, but the notary must ensure that the signer understands the document and is not under duress. That means they're not under, stress or someone is tricking them or anything like that. The notary may need an interpreter if the signer cannot understand the language of the document. All right, we're on a roll. Question number 3. Can a New York notary notarize a document for a family member? Can a New York notary notarize a document for a family member? The answer is yes. A New York notary can notarize a document for a family member as long as there's no conflict of interest. Remember that for the test. As long as there's no conflict of interest or improper influence, you can notarize it. So basically, you can't have anything to do with what's being notarized. You can't be benefiting from what's being notarized. If you are, you better let somebody else notarize it, okay? Number 4, under New York law, how should a notary handle a situation where the signer is not physically present, but the document needs to be notarized? Think about it. Answer, the notary cannot notarize a document unless the signer is physically present. Remote notarization is not allowed in New York unless specific statutory procedures are followed. So, go by the test. Laws may change, situations may change, that you can have a remote notarization, but as for now, the answer is no. Remember that for the test. Question 5. What is the required procedure for a New York notary to perform a jurat for an affidavit? That's something you better know for the test. What is a jurat? What is an affidavit? But to answer this question, the notary must first witness the signer's signature and then administer an oath or affirmation. You have to attest that the statements in the document are true. They're attesting that the statements in the document are true. I'll repeat this. The notary must first witness the signer's signature and then administer an oath or affirmation, attesting that the statements in the document are true. Over halfway done now. Number 6. In New York, is a notary allowed to certify copies of documents? Is a notary allowed to certify copies of documents in New York? The answer is no. Notaries in New York are prohibited from certifying copies of documents unless they are copying a notarized document. Okay, so the answer is no. Number 7, almost there. What should a New York notary do if a signer refuses to sign the document in front of them? The answer, they refused. Okay, the notary should refuse to notarize the document. If they refuse to sign it in front of them, you refuse to notarize the document. That's an easy one. Number 8, If a notary in New York witnesses a document and the signer does not provide proper ID, can the notary still proceed? No. If they don't show you proper ID, New York state law requires that the person identify themselves with the means of satisfactory identification. Now, you better know for the test, what is satisfactory identification in New York? I'm not going to touch on that now. Google it, or you'll see it in my other videos. But they have to have the proper identification. Number 9, what is the term for a document that has been notarized by New York Notary Public but is later found to have been signed under duress? What is the term for that kind of document that was signed under duress? It's called invalid. The notarization would be considered invalid because the notarization must be done voluntarily. And it wasn't done voluntarily. It was done under duress or under some bad influence. Last but not least, number 10. How long must the New York Notary Public keep a notary journal? And what information should be included? In California, we have to keep a notary journal. New York notaries are not required to maintain a journal. Not required, but it's highly recommended. And if you do keep it, the journal should include the date, the type of notarization, the signer's name, the signer's address, and the type of identification that was used. It's highly recommended because you want to cover yourself as a professional. You don't want to get in trouble later. All right? So, those are the top 10 questions, the hardest questions for New York notaries. Play this over and over. If you found any value in it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Leave a comment. New York, are you in the house? Are you there? Talk to me. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.